Are you feeling a little anxious about a looming SNAP renewal deadline? Well, take a deep breath. You can actually secure your family's food right from the comfort of your couch. No waiting on hold for an hour, I promise. Bureaucracy can feel super overwhelming, but getting your benefits secured online is actually incredibly straightforward once you know the exact steps. Welcome to this explainer on how to renew your Montana SNAP and Medicaid benefits online. We're going to take the guesswork completely out of the equation today, ensuring you get uninterrupted access to the vital support your family relies on. All right, here is our roadmap. We'll quickly cover SNAP renewal eligibility basics, preparing your renewal documents, navigating the online portal, the step-by-step renewal process, troubleshooting and avoiding mistakes, and finally, what to expect next. Let's get to it. Section 1. SNAP Renewal Eligibility Basics. So because SNAP benefits don't just roll over indefinitely, you have to actively recertify to prove you still qualify. The timeline isn't one size fits all, though. Most Montanans, you've got a 12-month cycle. But if your household is made up of elderly or disabled members with no earned income, you get a bit of a breather. You only have to do this every 24 months. On the flip side, migrant or seasonal workers renew every 6 months. And a quick heads up here, even on a 12 or 24-month cycle, almost everyone has to complete a mandatory, simplified report right at the 6-month mark, basically just to confirm nothing major has changed. But hey, here's some fantastic news. Before you even lift a finger, Montana attempts what's called an ex parte, or automatic renewal. Basically, they check the data they already have on file to see if they can just auto-renew you. It's like magic when it works. But if they can't verify everything behind the scenes, you'll get a renewal packet in the mail. And when that envelope arrives, it is time to take action. Moving right along, Section 2, preparing your renewal documents. Okay, before we even think about logging into the state website, let's gather our tools. Getting everything together beforehand is absolutely the best way to keep your session from timing out while you're frantically rummaging through your filing cabinet. So, what do we need? An approved photo ID, social security numbers for everyone in the household, and proof of your Montana residency, like a lease or a recent utility bill. And crucially, you need proof of income. Specifically, grab those pay stubs from the last 30 days. You'll also want proof of your current expenses, which means rent, childcare, or even medical bills if you have elderly or disabled household members. Having all of this in one stack, a total game changer. Section 3. Navigating the online portal. Now that our paperwork is neatly stocked up and ready to go, let's dive into the digital side. Montana has seriously upgraded its security to protect your private info, which is awesome, even if it adds a tiny extra step. You're going to start your journey at apply.mt.gov. This is the official digital gateway for Montana benefits. Just look to the bottom left of the screen and click that white button that says Sign In or Create Account. Now listen closely to this part, especially if you're a returning user. If you had an online Medicaid or SNAP account before Montana transitioned to their new security system, it's called Okta, by the way, you might actually need to set up a brand new account from scratch. To pull this off, you absolutely need an active email address so the system can ping you a verification link. When you hit the Okta registration screen, you'll see a clean, simple form. Just plug in your email, invent a secure password, and enter your first and last name to generate that all-important verification email. Check your inbox, click the link they send, and boom, your multi-factor security is good to go. Section 4. Step-by-step renewal process. All right, you're securely logged in. Now it's time to connect your shiny new digital account to your real-world benefits. Think of this Okta account as a blank slate. We have to explicitly tell it which SNAP case belongs to you. Under the Manage My Account tab, you'll see a Find My Case screen. A quick note, you must be the head of the household to do this. You'll enter your personal info, including your social security number and your specific case number. And if you're sitting there wondering, where on earth is my case number? Don't worry. Just grab any official notice mailed to you by the Department of Public Health and Human Services. It's printed right up there in the top right corner. The whole point here is to make sure your search pulls up the correct active benefits. Once you see your name pop up and confirm your active SNAP or health coverage assistance is listed correctly, just click that bright orange Link Case button at the bottom left. Easy as that. Now your dashboard is populated with all your actual case data. From those main menu tabs running across the top, you're going to navigate to the one smack in the middle. It says Report Changes/Renew Benefits. This brings you to a nice summary of your linked cases. To kick off the actual renewal, just click the blue Renew Benefits button over on the right side of the screen. This launches the digital forms. Here, you'll basically be chatting directly with your caseworker digitally, answering questions about your current household situation, your income, and those expenses we talked about earlier. Now, near the end of this form, the system is going to ask you to upload those documents we gathered. This is where a lot of people trip up. When you upload, saving your documents as smaller PDF files is infinitely better than trying to upload giant, high-resolution smartphone photos. I mean it. Massive photo files can easily bust the system's size limits and might even crash your session entirely, forcing you to start the whole shebang over again. Nobody wants that. Section 5. Troubleshooting and avoiding mistakes. Speaking of crashing sessions, let's be real. Bureaucratic portals can be a bit finicky, so let's proactively dodge some common digital roadblocks. If you are applying from your smartphone or tablet, you absolutely must scroll to the very bottom of the screen and select Desktop version. If you skip that, you literally won't be able to access the login properly. Also, I know we all love Google Chrome or Apple Safari, but the State Portal is actually optimized for Microsoft Edge and, believe it or not, older versions of Internet Explorer. Using other browsers might give you weird interface glitches or those super annoying system timeouts. Trust me on this one. Section 6. What to expect next. Okay, deep breath. You successfully navigated the portal, uploaded your crisp PDFs, and submitted your application online. Huge congratulations. So what exactly happens next? Let's check out this timeline. Day 1 is today, when you hit submit. Within the first 10 days, the state is going to review your packet and schedule an interview. Sometime between days 7 and 14, you'll have to complete a mandatory phone interview. Don't stress, it usually only takes about 10 to 30 minutes. The caseworker just wants to verify that what you put on the online form matches your real-life situation. Finally, between days 14 and 30, you'll receive your final eligibility decision. I want to pause on this number, 10, because frankly, it is the single most critical deadline in this entire explainer. Whatever you do, please ensure all your renewal packets and required documents are fully submitted by 5 p.m. on the 10th day of your renewal month. If you let this 10th of the month deadline slip by, you seriously risk having your case automatically closed, meaning your benefits could get cut off at the end of the month. Mark it on your calendar. As always, please remember this explainer is just a helpful guide. You should always verify your specific details with official Montana DPHS resources. If you hit a wall on the portal, give tech support a ring at 406-449-3468. For general benefit questions, call the Public Assistance Helpline at 1-888-706-1535. And look, if life gets crazy and you accidentally miss that 10th of the month deadline resulting in your case closing, don't panic. You actually have a 30-day grace period, a reinstatement window, where caseworkers can reopen your case without you having to start a brand new application from ground zero. Well, you now know exactly who needs to renew, what documents to stash on your desk, and how to flawlessly navigate the state's portal. There is absolutely no need to stress over mountains of paperwork or wait in exhausting lines. You literally have the power to secure your family's peace of mind right from your couch. So, what are you waiting for? Are you ready to take back your time? Go ahead, log in to apply.mt.gov and knock out your renewal today. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and good luck!